in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready, set, jump.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's got some space here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Attack! Mike's 50, Mike's Alpha. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we?
And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 49.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 13.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 88 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
15. 55.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games Week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Watch out.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Yellow. Mike 54. Check the outs. Check the color. Mike 15, 6, 54. Keep it up.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? Yep. They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
56. Check 56. Hey. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Wilson will throw again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Robinson. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And going deep. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Shakes off the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Myers' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's McCoy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It's Hill, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense...
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out my team.